In 1959, 9 experienced hikers ventured into the Ural Mountains in the Soviet Union. They never came back. Weeks later, rescuers found their campsite. And what they discovered raised more questions than answers. The tent had been cut open from the inside, not unzipped, cut. As if something forced them to escape immediately. But here's the strange part. The hikers had left barefoot, in sub-zero temperatures. Some wore only socks, some had no coats, some were partially dressed. Their bodies were found scattered across the snow. 2 were found near a tree, wearing minimal clothing. 3 were found attempting to return to the tent. 4 were discovered months later in a ravine, and those 4 had injuries that stunned investigators. 1 had a fractured skull, 2 had severe chest trauma, 1 was missing her tongue. Yet there were no signs of a fight, no external wounds consistent with assault. Radiation was later detected on some clothing. The Soviet investigation concluded an unknown compelling force caused their deaths. That was the official explanation, which frankly explains nothing. So what happened? Theory 1, avalanche. For years, this was the leading explanation. But the slope wasn't steep enough for a major avalanche, and the tent was still partially standing. Theory 2, katabatic winds. Powerful downhill winds that can create terrifying noise and pressure. Perhaps panic drove them out into the cold. Theory 3, military testing. Some believe secret Soviet weapons testing occurred nearby. Explaining the radiation, explaining the injuries, explaining the secrecy. Theory 4, infrasound. Low-frequency sound waves caused by wind passing over mountains. These frequencies can trigger panic and disorientation. Perhaps the hikers fled irrationally. But here's what makes this case linger. The injuries to some victims were compared to the force of a car crash, yet without external trauma. No footprints indicated anyone else was there, no signs of struggle, no survivors to explain. In 2020, Russian authorities officially concluded an avalanche caused the deaths. But many still question that explanation. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most debated cold weather mysteries in history. And the image of that tent, slashed from the inside, still sends chills. Because whatever forced them out was powerful enough to make 9 trained hikers run barefoot into the snow. And sometimes, the scariest explanation is the one we don't fully understand. Let me know in the comments, avalanche, military experiment, natural phenomenon, or something else.